Hey there, I'm Eric Tennant, and today I'm going to be taking my solar trailer out on an overnighter to test out everything. So come join me on this adventure to beyond the city. Yeah, I'm going to go way out into the desert and find somewhere cool to camp for this overnighter. On one and fall. I built this solar trailer back here on top of a burley. Thing's been awesome. Gone Phoenix to Vegas with it. Done a ton of overnighters. Phoenix to Tucson with it and back. On my last tour, I had quite a bit of failure, I guess. I had a quick release bike back then. The quick release broke, but that's not just it. I had a broken fork and yoke on it. Burley got me covered, so here I am. I got it all rebuilt. I got lighter batteries into the system now. I've done quite a bit of upgrades. I've upgraded into a Victron shunt to be able to show how much power generation I'm doing. And I'm able to tap into that with Bluetooth. I'm about 8 miles into the trip and I'm reading 100%, so that kind of shows you what the solar trailer can do there. And yeah, most of it was, it's pretty flat, slightly uphill, but nothing really to be accounted. I got 59.1 amp hours, 48 volts on the bike. Down there is a 19.1. And then back in the trailer, I have the rest of the 40 amp hours. Two of the batteries are 21-700s, and I got one 18-650, but I'm pretty much moving away from those is the direction I'm going. 21-700s are just so much lighter. You get like 20 to 30% savings on your energy density. So it's definitely worth the switch. 18-650s are, yeah, pretty much what I was wishing out of there, is wishing for something better. We're on a road called Happy Valley here. It's not too bad, it's pretty peaceful. It's got a bike lane, whatever. Doesn't make a difference to me, but I guess it makes it a little bit more relaxed, not having to try to go 30. I'm not at all trying to conserve my power. That panel back there is pulling probably at least 150 watts right now. If I had my phone up front here, I'd be able to actually check how much my power production was live, but yeah, I need to find a phone mount I trust. Got these little crossover lanes here. These are always fun. Not too bad. The joy of a dropper post here is one of the reasons I like it. I'm able to drop down real quick. Nice, very nice day. Looks like the next week we're already going to be shooting up into the 90s, unfortunately. I'm looking forward to that. So hoping to get more of these overnighters done, but I don't know, there's a good chance it can still cool back down. Gotta love the downhills. Acafria River. I'm sure I pronounced that wrong. This river will probably never flow again. It's dammed up on Lake Pleasant dams it up. It's got a few strip mines in it as well, but I guess they just Gates-built bridges over it. Yeah, I've never seen this thing flow. She must have been a Grand River when she came through here. That's one of the reasons Phoenix is built in this valley. People question why it's in the desert, but our mountains kind of dump all the rivers into this valley. In modern days, well, we retained it all into reservoirs, so you don't tend to see these things flowing. But yeah, this was a big river back in its day. I guess before we dammed it all up. Gotta have water. Nice, made it to the 303 highway. It's kind of I guess what divides Peoria and Vistancia from each other. There's a few roads into the city, not many. I don't know. The trailer eats brake pads. I had to blow through that yellow. Oh, it's fine. Of course, I do have so much power on me that pedaling is an option. Let's see. Pull that batteries down a little bit. I definitely recommend people do like an overnighter, just to give a good shakedown on all your equipment. Nice, I made it to the canal. This is definitely one of the dividing features here to where I'm going out. There's not many bridges that actually cross over into here. But yep, same thing. I just keep taking this road and taking this road and taking this road, and eventually it's well, it's not a road no more. It turns into a path. Good times, good times. Construction access only. No trespassing. Can I go the other way? Let's see. Guess I can probably go the other way. Not. I'll just come back and go that way. It's fine. I have got chased out of here before. Flying my drone over in this area where the superintendents came after me. Your work back here. Man, he felt like the man that day. He was like guarding his territory. whatever. I told him, oh, there's a sign? I acted like the blind person. I don't really feel like it was properly marked, but it's fine. This all goes generally to the same area, just going up over that way, or I'll just go back that way. One of the two. Doesn't really matter to me. Yeah, definitely gonna end up having to trespass slightly to get back to where I wanna be. Maybe, let's see. Don't know, that's not gonna go anywhere that way. Technically it doesn't say anything about trespassing. Screw it, I actually don't see a sign. I don't care. I didn't like being blocked off from the desert. I gotta turn my front shocks on. There we go. Yeah, they just keep building, building, and building further out. Yeah, I'm just trying to go through their site. There used to be an old pass that connected to this. Just trying to find a way to get back to this pass. Let's follow this water truck. Please, nothing shake loose. Please, nothing shake loose. I built this trailer in the intentions that nothing would shake loose. I put Loctite on, I put Loctite on it. I put so much damn Loctite. How do I get out of this thing? Where did the trail go? Yeah, apparently, wow. Looks like they're making me do the road all the way through, up through here. Really surprised nobody's yelled at my ass. There it should be. Yeah, there's big ass pipes in my way, guys. All else fails, I guess I could try to lift over it. I don't know how well that's gonna work out, but that's the other road there. Yeah, that pipe's kind of intimidating. Yeah, that's the other road over there. I guess I'm going forward. Yeah, I'm not sure. It sucks. All right. Wow, this construction went way deeper than I was thinking. Yeah, way deeper than what's on Google Maps. That was, I think I was looking at the construction a year ago. I think they're, almost looks like they may be making this road go all the way through. Sucks for the desert, I guess. It's harder and harder to find a place that's out on the edge of the city. Yeah, we're just gonna try to find a path. There's something. It's gotta be an existing old trail that I haven't totally blocked off. There was some back there, but that pipe is huge. I didn't really see a way over it. Actually, this may look promising. The road's getting smaller. Yeah, I'm liking the way this is looking. Maybe a back way in, maybe, I'm not sure. Oh, washboards. Not even an understatement. Jeez, washboards suck. I feel like they're just gonna like rattle your whole rig apart on you. Okay, at least there's no active construction at the moment. Not that I'm still looking for something a little less traveled. This thing's gotta come lunch or when it gets off or on, man, this thing's gotta be a full highway. Sure, it's got the washboards like a lot of trucks went down it. See, on the map, this would have been kind of an old, just kind of a side-by-side made road. It has definitely changed. I had to do a camping with Steve here. Camping in a construction site. It was refacing the whole damn thing. All right, well, onward and forth. We will find something cool. This is why it's an adventure. To the left, I'm just totally SOL because of that pipe. However, I have noticed the farther I'm going, it is shrinking. It doesn't look quite as intimidating now. I haven't had anything top to the... I need to find a camp. I need to find a left or right off this thing. There is one right there. Oh my goodness, nice. And they built, oh my, we're taking it. Yeah, we're taking it. It's the first opportunity I had. And there's even a porta-john over there if I had to go to the bathroom. No, I'm not gonna camp near there. This road's steep. Okay, nice. In the future, watching this, if your house could be here, you'd be like, oh, it used to be all desert. Yeah, this is definitely a better road to camp on. Not that I see any potential camps at the moment. Nice. I've seen some donkeys. Figured they know where a nice flat shady spot is, and I was right. Yeah, it's not bad. Probably don't want to park in the shade when I got a solar trailer. Let's see, let's come up over here maybe. Nice, that should work. Not quite angled with the sun, right? It's only got like an hour or so left. Don't really need the energy, but I do want to see what kind of energy I am gaining as far as on the Victron charting. So let's see if I can point it a little bit more in aligned with the horizon there. That's definitely a better angle. Of course, I'm on a hill. That's not optimal. All right, now I just need to find a solar optimizer. My little flagpole I had in there, I didn't really find a good way to secure it in since I redid my frame. I'll just have to keep trying. If anything, I can put a little Velcro strap or something, but wow, decent wood. Maybe able to have a little bit of fire. Nice. That should be more than adequate for a solar optimizer. Just gotta unlatch it. It's just got 4 latches around the sides. Nice, and I'm happy to say all 4 of them stayed latched. Nice. And now I just insert my solar optimizer into here. Woo. So now when I open the Victron app, you can see it's pulling 158 watts. So I can come over to 158, still 157, 154. So I'm dropping that way. 157, 158. So, okay, 158 it is. That's about as optimal it's getting at that current sun angle. So that's definitely the awesome thing about this Victron app. So go over to history here, and you can see right there how much energy I've produced today, which unfortunately it reads into kilowatts here, so it's 0.3. So I've produced somewhere between 300 to 400 watts off that. And then we go over here to the graph, and you can just kind of see how the energy's trended over the time. Looks like I had a little bit of interruption there. I wonder if I reload the app, if that'll fix that. Let's try that. So I go back over to the trends. Okay, and now it's there. Yeah, I think when it was fetching the data, it was having trouble pinpointing it. So this is very interesting. You can see how I've been producing power on this whole tour. I believe I was full for quite a while with some of these dips, or I was going into a shadow. I'm not entirely sure. Let's see, you can see if you hit the little 2 dots there, we can now see like our peak power. So around 159 watts today is the peak at power that's been pulling off, which is, it's not bad. That's cool. One of the first things I'm definitely going to want to do now that I'm at camp, that took definitely a lot longer than I was anticipating. I was thinking maybe an hour, hour and a half with recording. It ended up being over 3 hours, basically riding down that dirt road. So yeah, I'm a lot deeper in here. This is my chair. Definitely have to have a chair when you're doing this. It just makes things so much better. Otherwise, you could find yourself, well, sitting on one of these things. I believe I had that guy stuck to my shoe a little bit earlier. He was quite nasty. Everything out here wants to poison you, stab you. It's definitely a hostile environment. Cool little valley I got here. There's shade. That's what I could fold the donkeys for. They knew about this tree. Look at that. Just gonna set up my chair right there. Oh, nice. And I got my own little valley here. Awesome. We'll call it Tenant Valley. Woohoo! Nice. Yeah, it's definitely time for a green break. A little A&W root beer. Oh. Nice. I just got to get my tent set up. Start pulling some of the stuff out of here. A little baby cooler there. Air mattress. Definitely want to make sure I'm not throwing that down on the cactus. That would make a miserable night. Some charcoal. Because, well, you never know if you can actually find wood out in the desert. Look at that, an accessories bag. Here's a tent. It's all my sleeping bag and all that type stuff. It's my 10 poles. That's the top to my grill I need to build. It's my clothes for tonight. Got a pillow in there. That's all my food and part of my dinner. And then I got some stuff for after bathroom breaks, toilet paper, baby wipes, and that's everything in the trailer. So now I can go ahead and set this tent up here. I've had this tent for like 5 years, but yeah, that's the company's name. It's not a bad tent. It's not one of those high-end expensive ones. Probably weighs a couple more grams, but I'm not gonna complain. The thing has lasted me like 5 years. I did put waterproofing on it once, just out of paranoia, but honestly don't get rained on all that often. So I've already came in here and I've kicked out this area, so this looks good. This will work. It's about as flat as I'm gonna get on my little hill here. Now I just need to build me a fire ring so I can make a little barbecue pit. Somewhere right about there. Of course these are a little. I gotta go off and find some bigger stones here. But get the rough idea. It's not a very big fire pit. I just need one for my tiny little grill. This bag will now double as my trash bag because, well, I'm not hauling the cart full back out with me. Oh yeah, I definitely brought plenty of that. And yeah, I didn't want to bring a whole thing of lighter fluid. So yeah, just put it in one of my root beer bottles I drank last night because I think lighter fluid's huge. I feel like that's good. I'm gonna need to use it all. No, we had an escapee there. Nice. So the first part of my dinner is a baked potato. It's pretty simple. You just take it and just throw it in the middle there. And it's gonna take, I don't know, 30 to 40 minutes. I'll stab it with a knife, see how easy it falls off. I guess in approximately 30 minutes, which I need to note the time. That is definitely something. 5:05, okay. So about 5:30, 5:35, I need to check that. Don't want my grill necessarily getting hot at the moment. We gotta slide that over. Nice, so dinner started. While I'm waiting for my food to cook, I guess I'll set my air mattress up real quick. Shoes off so I don't get the house all dirty. Hopefully nothing under here is sharp enough to pop my air mattress. That's always, yeah, that's definitely one of the things you always hope. I did kick the areas. Just because these little air pillows suck, I bring one, a little one. Once again, it makes me feel more like I'm at home. It's been about 15 minutes. I wanna try to rotate it. Get this sucker nice and cooked. Ow, just kind of sitting here waiting for dinner to cook and went to cross my legs. Remember how I said everything wants to stab you? Well, one of those was connected to my foot. Oh, there you can see remnants of it. And, ow. Now it's stuck into my ankle. Feels like it dug in there a little bit. So that's fun. I need to not be connected to this piece of cactus. It definitely thought it'd be a priority. So yeah, I'm gonna pull this out. Ouch. Oh yeah. Ouch. Okay, this is not fun. Okay, yeah, I can definitely feel some of those are dug into me. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, Jesus. Ouch. Okay, so it's going to be kind of a slow, painful process here. They have really like little hook barbs at the end of them. Ow! Yeah, some of those were definitely in there deep. I guess that'd be pulling the Band-Aid technique. I just need to get these little ones. That's definitely in me. Yeah, they are very, very, very sharp. Not fun. Yeah, I got a bunch on my shoe over here. I think, yeah, no cross on my feet. All right, now I'm just gonna stab it with the knife. Oh, that is perfect, guys. I don't know how my charcoal's doing as far as how much energy's left. Nice. Still, yeah, there's still roughly half there. Nice, plenty of heat. Time to get the grill on. All right. And this is what I use as a cooler. It's actually my DJI drone case. Didn't really like it so much as a drone case, but it makes an awesome overnight cooler. I just kind of pack like one of these little frozen ice things, and then I use quite a bit of peaches in there as my own little ice packs, and as they thaw, then they make nice little snacks. And now the main course, steak. I pre-seasoned these at home. It's just pretty much a soy, a little bit of garlic powder, pepper on one side, and then garlic, salt, and pepper on the other side. And steak number 2. Guys, I just realized I forgot a very, very important part of this meal. I forgot to bring a plate. So there's that. Yeah, I forgot to bring an effing plate. That was brilliant. Puts new meaning to the term fresh from the grill, huh? Eat it right off the grill. Whatever. I don't believe I forgot a plate. All right, guys. That steak was perfect. If you have never ate a steak right off the grill, that was awesome. Every bite was, oh, nice, hot, sizzling fresh. I definitely recommend it. The perfect potato. I need to get it out. A couple more sticks on there for, I guess, a dinner fire. Temperature is starting to drop now that the sun's going down. Yeah, for the next few months until it's way too damn hot here again. It's not sit on my knife. That would end the day. I guess we're gonna figure out how to eat baked potatoes before they have plates. Try not to mangle my foil too much. Cut it open. Crispy on the outside. That's not always a bad sign. That looks delicious. I need, of course I need butter. That I did not forget. That works. Nothing fancy. Just need a rock to sit on. Nothing big. Perfect. Just dinner and a hand warmer at this point. Did I mention that this is a donkey preserve? What does it fucking matter? I'm the fucking end of it. Okay. Is it recording? Yeah. And there's that donkey that was wandering through. That's awesome. Hey, guy. Hey, buddy. You don't mind me? None. Yeah, they're pretty used to people back in here. They're not afraid of humans because, well, we don't harm them and they don't harm us. So they make that big obnoxious sound what they constantly make. Yeah, he's paying no attention to me. That's funny. Oh, nice. And of course, time for a green break. It's the end of the solar day. I mean, if I wanted to point it towards the sun there, maybe I could get like maybe 10 watts for the next 10 minutes, but that's definitely not worth my time. I'm gonna move the solar trailer over closer. Let's take a look at the stats real quick. Just curious what I gained today. So I started out around noon today. Looks like I gained about half a kilowatt or 500 watts. I don't know the precise amount because, yeah, that's as precise as this one gets. Looks like I was down at 52.1 as my lowest voltage there. And I'm now at 53.5, which I'll check on the bike with the percentages on that. Not too bad. I think that puts it in the 90s somewhere. Now I can go ahead and go over to my trends here. Let's go ahead and zoom out. I definitely have a blank in my data here a little bit. The blue line is wattage, so you can see where peaked out there. Yeah, there was my peak there. So I can go in with this and check. I think it was at 158 actually was about the best I was getting. So that's almost 80%, which isn't too bad for this time of year and that time of day. especially given the age of the panel. I need to get my solar trailer closer to my tent and everything, because I'm gonna want power from it at night. Making sure I don't run over any more cactuses than I already have. Tire pressure feels good on the front. Knock on wood there. Oh yeah, she turns like a trailer. Gotta definitely make some wide turns here. I'm gonna put it right next to this tree. Should get the morning sun coming up over the mountain there. And it gives me a place to sit and watch my shows and everything, because yeah, I brought a tablet with me. Obviously, when I have all this power, when I have some toys for sure. I was gonna have a space heater as much power as I had extra. All right, curious what the bike reads. Oh wow, yeah, the solar trailer is awesome, guys. I had this thing down to like, I think it was like 87 or something. I was being kind of abusive with it today. You can see the mileage there, 21.6. And that 3% drain from that, and it's not bad. It's awesome. Kick butt solar trailer. So yeah, I'm gonna set up me a night camp here. Which I got my new wireless lights for this, which is awesome, because my old ones, when hanging them up, I was limited to, well, the cord. The cord was my limitation. They were, I don't know, it's been about that long, but I had to have everything like right on top of the trailer. The other lighter, it's got my own little remote with them. Bam. Why didn't both of them come on? There we go. Because I got to point it at the, and then I should be able to set them. Oh yeah, I gotta point them at them. So if they both can see them, I see how that works. Yeah. So I'm like, you off. Oh, that's actually kind of spiffy. I didn't know that when I was testing them previously. That's awesome. I like that. Off, on. Red, green, blue. And then if I get back far enough, white, nice. I like them. Oh, they turned up all the way. So it turned it up to the full brightness. Of course, I don't want them yet because I still have the sun shining with me. So I'll turn that off. Keep my little remote in my pocket now. Now I have camp lights set up. Of course, so you got your typical tail lights back there. That, yeah, it's nothing special. Just kind of DOT, don't run into me type lights. Let's turn those off. And then I have this system here, which these are really cool. Oh, watch out, man! These things, I'm not a fan. So they'll hear about me in my reviews about this. Things attack. Jesus Christ. Yeah, those are no joke. Okay. I think I deserve that. I did try to kick it. Oh, wow. Get off my freaking shoe, man. And this is why you definitely don't want to wear sandals out here. Oof. Yeah, I've rode into these things before on my bike. It's not fun. Yeah, that looks I'm just going to stay. That's true. Evil cactus. Evil. Yeah, just gonna get away from that thing. Oh yeah, as that sun's down, yeah, it's definitely starting to get cold. I'm gonna change real quick. That should keep me warm. And of course, being out in the desert, you have to stay hydrated. That's why I got my jugs here. This one, the black one, I always use that for my special type stuff. So this one I got apple juice in, or if I had any kind of tablets to add in there. And the other one's pure ice water. And this one, I put apple juice cubes in it, so it stays, it's probably half frozen still at this point. But yeah, you gotta stay hydrated in the desert. You'll die otherwise. One of the nice things about having so much power on board, and these are the two 20 amp batteries that make the 40 amps in the trailer, is I'm able to hook all my little toys up into the trailer and charge them back up. Because, well, for one, being a YouTuber, definitely takes quite a bit of energy out on tour. I go through quite a bit of camera batteries, mic batteries, so having a good tap of power like this is definitely good for my trade. So yep, I just pretty much connected into my power grid here, and then I'm able to charge up all my devices. Like this is one of my DJI mics. Yeah, it's definitely getting dark now. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the lighting. One of those Arizona sunsets for you. It's not bad, not bad. It's a nice little spot. Stay away from that evil thing, man. I picked those things off me so many times. I do have a little bit of tip. You get them stuck to your shoe. Come on, get stuck. There we go. So you get one stuck to you, like that one there. I found their arch nemesis. It's also the way you would, if you wanted to try to attempt to eat them, but yeah, there you go. And then yeah, there goes that sucker. Got right off me. That's what it gets. The evil cactuses. Not a fan. Spires are great and all, but got me a little entertainment center set up right here, and I got a few shows I can watch. Nice. Good old Family Guy. Oh yeah, forgot I need to start one of these. These are pretty cool. These are hot hands. These are really long ones. These are 18 hours, so I'm just gonna go ahead and crack this thing open now because I'll probably be leaving camp way before 18 hours. So I open it up, shake it up, and here within a bit, it should be uncomfortably hot. And then I'm gonna open up my tent and I'm gonna throw it in between all my blankets and everything in there. Start warming up the air mattress and all my sleeping gear. Got it. Back to the show.
Oh, is your person a good human?
Come on, man. An American Dad.
It's gonna be a wonderful day. The sun in the sky has a smile on his face. Good morning, USA.
It's pretty late now. I think it's like, almost 11:30. So yeah, I'm gonna pass out because the sun's gonna be hitting me and waking me up in the morning probably pretty early. You guys will see me in the morning, something like that. I don't know. It's cold. I'm gonna go to sleep now. Oof. Good morning. I kind of slept like crap until the sun came up. Once the sun came up, it got warm enough to where I could actually fall asleep. Yeah, that's one problem about being a desert person is you get so acclimated to the heat, you end up hating the heat, but you can't handle the cold. But yep. So yeah, first thing I always do every morning is I always pack everything up inside the tent while I'm in there to get it ready. It's basically on the trailer. It just makes everything easier. Right now, kind of hungry, honestly. Oh, one thing I do want to check on is my back tire was feeling really squishy last night. Well, it's not flat. Okay, that's promising. It's just low. Oh, sweet. Probably has a pinhole. Probably got a little cactus thorn in it, but I'll top it off. Sweet. I'm just glad that's not totally flat, because otherwise I would have to take that off the trailer temporarily. I'd have to turn the charging off so they stayed balanced during it. Speaking of that, I'm gonna pull the trailer a little forward here. It's actually kind of in the shade a bit, so getting better sun. It's the idea anyways. That's better. At least it's getting sunshine now doing its job. Oh God, I got fruit pies here. So I got a big bag of beef jerky just in case I got stranded out here and needed to do a lunch. And then I got smushed fruit pies. They weren't smushed when I put in there. And of course I have my frozen peaches, which I kept as ice packs in there. Now, definitely time for a green break. All the new products work pretty good. The Victron's awesome. The new lights, they were awesome. I love the fact that when I was in my tent, I could just hit the button and they went off. That is a plus right there because I was able to get in my tent and light and everything. So that's a huge upgrade on those. I'm loving those. The little Koopa hot hands, I Unfortunately, I forgot to charge them, and it's like they auto discharge themselves. I had one, I don't know, last night it was like maybe for 20 minutes it was hot, but yeah, they lost their charge. Definitely not as dependable as like the packet of hot hands. Not reusable, but very dependable. Where'd my Appy juice go? Oh, I stole it. Oh, it's right in front of me. Still cold. Nice. It's a good thing because apple juice would be vinegar if it's not cold. Oh no, my solar panel fell on the end of my USB-C adapter for my kind of wireless DJI mic. I have to use this one, I can't. That's why I'm using onboard audio at the moment. That's probably why it sounds different. It's not too bad. As long as there's, yeah, it's not too bad. So yeah, I'm gonna need to replace that part. Hey, remember to subscribe, and just $1 a month for membership, and you can actually get this uncensored because YouTube doesn't let me say, you know, everything I want to. I break stuff constantly, and so yeah, this piece here will need to be replaced. I'm pretty sure they sell them online. I love this little Psych Plus pump. These things are awesome. So I'm not gonna air this up all the way. I want to keep a little bit low just so I have a better grip. I would have used my tubeless mountain bike tires, but I didn't think I was gonna. I thought I was gonna be going like maybe 1.5 miles deep into desert, but yeah, as you can see, that's not the way it worked out. Yeah, it's way too low. It's near flat. The trailer's holding it up. Yeah, everything flat out to zero. Oh boy, I think it's probably more than enough. It'd be really hard to hear for the flat right now. It's slightly windy up here. It wasn't 100% flat, so I'm hoping it's holding. So, yep, need to get moving. All right, onward and forth. Yeah, I was gonna take the long way until I considered that tire. That's unknown. So yeah, I'm gonna double back to where they're blasting at. That'll be fine. I'll just wave and maybe somebody will yell. Yeah, I'm gonna have to air it up again here soon. So it definitely has a slow leak in it for sure. Oh, this loose rock. Freaking donkey. Wow, brakes are barely do anything on this slope. It's the difference between rolling and sliding. Well, I guess at least the sliding's a little slower. Desert bear crap. Okay, my tire is toast. Damn it. Yeah, I need to fix my inner tube. That sucks. Okay, not gonna cry about it. Okay, yeah, she's totally flat. That was quick. The good news is I can hear the air leaking out of it. And so maybe that means I can find the hole. Maybe. Oh. Okay, speed continued. So first, I definitely need to disconnect the bike and the trailer. Not so much electrically, the joist. It's gonna happen at first, but no, okay. I can stretch my wire out. That's fine, nice. That works. So definitely turn the e-bike off. Don't want to lose any fingers at all. Just turn my screen all the way out of the way there. Definitely make sure my, my water wasn't sealed all the way. That would have been joyous when I flipped it upside down. Okay, so now I'm gonna unplug just for a moment so I can flip the bike. And voila. Ah, except I just forgot to take my tool. I do that every once in a while. Let's flip it back. Easy peasy. Anyways, got my stash tool. All right, take my axle off, using my handy dandy wrench here. Maybe, am I going the right way? Yeah, that had to be the right way. Lefty loosey, I don't think it's, okay. I remember putting that on backwards. That's right. Jesus. Okay, my Loctite may have, I can't pop this with my Loctite on there, guys. I'm gonna break my ratchet. Honestly, did not feel like I put it on that damn tight. Yeah, something's weird. That Loctite is locking it to that piece. Wow, that's not cool. Okay, So this is bad. Okay, Loctite on that may have been a bad idea. I don't want to torque my little ratchet here enough to try to get it off because it's my only tool. It's turning, it's just not as weird. It's like at the end it won't pop off. I don't know. Okay, so I'm just doing the pull out method where I pull the tube out here, and I'm gonna try to locate where the leak is on it. I'll probably have to add a little extra air into it. Yep, it's pretty much the only option. I don't want to break my ratchet, and I don't know why that's not breaking free. So this is my option now. It's not a bad option if I can actually find the freaking leak. That's the F part. Yep. Okay. Wish me luck. Okay, located the leak. Now I just gotta patch it and then also figure out what the heck punctured it. I got the bike all hooked back up. Got the solar turned back on. Onward and forth. Back to home. Nice. On it. Nice. Made it back to the under construction road. Washboards, but it's graded better. Long live the Empire. Damn it. What are they doing to my path? They got do not enter. I'm kind of curious now. No access to Pinnacle Peak. Well, I got dirt. I was got the dirt way. Got do not enter. All right, pretty much on the home stretch now. Unless you want to see me try to get that burly ball off that side that was jammed on, I'm going to do that after the credits. For everybody else, I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank my subscribers, members, and viewers. You are the ones that make this all possible. Until next time, you will see me. Have a great day. So, yep, roll credits and then, yep, whatever. Check battery, 7, nice. Okay, let's go ahead and see what I can do about this axle now. It's got me a little bit worried that it's stuck on like that. We're just gonna lay the bike down for a second. Okay, now that I got a wrench that isn't worth quite as much, I think the whole set of these cost me like $20. Let's get this another try. So yeah, it comes off loose fine at first, but oh Jesus, what the hell? That's, okay, gave a little bit. Sure hope I don't break my tool. That's not good. Yeah, that's really stuck on there. Wow, yep. Tink, tink. Come on, tool, don't break. This is definitely not good. So my advice to use Loctite on that. I wish we put flat spots on it so you could get it with a wrench, but they did not. So I'll try this. Really just afraid I'm gonna break this tool. Not the wrench, obviously. Okay, I twisted the metal. Crap. This is not good. To be continued. They do have a second socket here. It's a lot thicker of a tool, so hopefully it goes better. Oh no, I'm doing off the whole end. That's not what I thought it was. Wow. Okay, so that's not. I can use this to tighten. I cannot use this to be continued. Try a little WD-40. Jeez. Hopefully that didn't drip on my brake. Yep. See that? Snapped it right in half right there. What the hell? It's not cool. Not cool at all. So I have an axle stuck on my bike. The joys. Yeah, I'm not happy about this. Not happy about this at all. I hand threaded that on to make sure I wasn't cross threading it. Probably wouldn't even have known about this problem if I wouldn't have had a flat, because I would have never tried to take the axle back off. But yeah, that's not good. I definitely need to be able to take my tire off. Need be. Yeah, I'm not happy about this at all. Okay. Ended up getting that piece loose with vice grips. Unfortunately, I snapped the piece in there. As I was getting that one side loose, it seemed I accidentally tightened this side up. So yeah, I had to put vice grips down along here. Little tip for Burley to make my life a lot easier on this is if they'd make this just a little bit flat on each side, I'd have been able to get a good old wrench on this and I wouldn't have broke the part. So now I'm gonna order a new one. I'm gonna tell them this one got stuck on there. That's not cool. I made sure I didn't cross thread or anything.